everybody. I am Cynthia Lippman from Mama's Pearls and MomTime Events. And this morning, I really wanted to highlight a new support group for new moms that's come to town called Just Moms. That is going to be guided and supported by the lovely ladies to my right, your left, Miss Amy Cates and Stacy Kaufman. Hello, ladies.
Hi, Cynthia.
Okay, so I'm gonna just dive right into this because I remember 12 years ago when my son was born and living out in the suburbs and feeling just isolated. You know, isolated and your attention's going every which way at once. And I was really looking for support and for friendship and like people I can connect with. And there was a few things available and open at the time, but it was really a struggle. So you both are experienced moms, seasoned moms. Like, why go back even into this space? Like, why?
I think for many reasons. One reason in particular is Stacy and I have met at Schmear in town for coffee a bunch of times and seen moms with their babies and no place to go, trying to talk to each other, and it's crowded and the strollers are there. And we were saying there's a need in this town for a space and a place to talk to each other and to really talk about what's going on. And we actually did some market research and spoke to a bunch of these parents, and they said there's nothing around and they would love it. And go ahead.
Sorry, no, and also we both had our first child in the city. Okay, and there was something like that for us there, and to me, they were that was the most valuable place to go when I first had my newborn. That's where I met my friends, which I'm really still friends with today,
Me
17
too.
years later.
Yeah. Me too.
And I always thought about when I moved out here, what do the young moms and new moms do in the suburbs? It must be so lonely.
Yeah, it can be very isolating. In the city, you have everything kind of right in your face.
Right.
I used to go down and I knew I could even talk to the doorman in my building.
Right.
And, or just in the lobby and somebody would talk to me and my baby. We don't have that here.
So funny.
So,
The doorman's like, just take your bags and go upstairs.
Very different when you're in the suburbs and you're in a house, and to get anywhere you have to get in your car.
Right.
In the city,
Much more
you just
effort.
walk out and at least you feel surrounded by action.
Right.
And so we talked about starting this up because there's a real need in this community.
So tell me a little bit about your backgrounds, because I think it's very helpful to know that if I'm going into a support group that I'm going to be in good, capable hands. So I knew Stacy. I actually didn't know of your background. I knew Stacy had this psychologist background. Like, it's just, I want to feel safe, and talking anything about motherhood is so personal and so vulnerable and triggers everything, every fear, every feeling, every wish, every nightmare. Like, tell me more about your background, professional background.
Well, I have a master's in clinical social work, and I'm all but dissertation for my PhD. Slacker. I had 2 kids, and so therefore the dissertation never happened.
Right.
I did it before I had my kids.
Well, there's
That
the
was the
difference.
kids.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I've been in school for many years,
Yeah.
and I had internships and private practice for many years, and that's really my background.
Yeah.
And my background is in psychology. I do have my doctorate, and I worked in schools for many years, and also in private practice. And I think I always felt like I knew what I was doing. I was competent book-wise. But now that I have my own kids, and I feel really ready and seasoned in that area as well. So now I can come from experience.
You've been through it with 3 kids.
Right.
Well, it's a whole new perspective once you have children
Right.
of how you view
Right.
everything.
So again, the question is, why do you want to go back to the beginning phases? Because the Just Moms support group is for moms who have children 0 through 12 months old. And that is just, it's the extension, the 4th trimester, you're dealing with all that really raw stuff. Like,
Well, that's the
why
most
pick it up
critical
there?
time,
Yeah.
in our opinion,
Yeah.
that these moms need support.
Yeah.
And
It's
like Amy
big
said, we
time.
saw it. We saw it at Schmier. We were talking to moms
Mhm.
of that age, and we just looked at each other and said, "Why isn't there something like this?
Right,
Let's
We
do
had
this.
this.
We can
Let's
do this,
do this.
Right.
and we can make them feel
Right.
comfortable, and let them talk about topics and concerns in a casual setting while they bring their babies along."
Do you remember like some of the main concerns in your mind when you were going through it? Like what were like the top few issues that kept?
Sleeping, feeding,
Having
sex.
Having sex.
Right.
Will my
Relationships.
body ever
Right.
feel the same? Will I ever be able to wear my jeans
Right.
again? Going back to work.
Caregivers. Just
Yeah.
there's so
Right.
many.
Can I go out for dinner? Who's
Right.
gonna watch the baby?
Right.
Right.
You know.
Right. It's everything.
Right.
I mean, so much falls on the mom's laps to handle, plus the physical aspect. I mean, you mentioned
100%.
that, and like
Oh.
almost forgot what that was like.
I'm still trying to
Not
get
having-
on my jeans.
It's just for me. I just got new jeans. It's
You
never
just
gonna
got new
happen.
jeans.
It's all good. It's all good.
I
do
can't
wanna-
promise they're gonna get back in their jeans.
Right.
But we can feel better about them
Can't promise
while
jeans.
trying.
But we do have a lot of great speakers that could possibly help with
That is
getting
true.
into the jeans.
That is
Tell
true.
me.
So we're going to have a nutritionist come who can specifically talk to moms about eating while you're nursing or not nursing, trying to lose weight, all of those factors.
And also feeding the baby. So
And-
right.
baby food and making
Right.
your own and
Oh my
that
God.
kind of thing.
100%.
Oh my
We
God.
have someone.
I feel you, mama.
We have
So
someone
welcome.
who wants to talk about your pelvic floor and how to strengthen it after
Kegels.
giving birth.
Yes. Let's do
Um,
some while we're talking.
Oh, we should do some.
I'm doing it.
We have someone who could talk about postpartum depression. I mean, we
Right.
cannot obviously
Address that.
address
too.
that, but somebody
Can take it deeper.
can
Mhm.
take it to
Mhm.
another level.
So is every week, will you be joined by a speaker every week or?
No, not necessarily.
No, not
I
necessarily.
think in the beginning we want to just get
Establish.
comfortable and establish the rapport and
Okay.
also just maybe talk about like the basics and
Right.
see what concerns the group
Right.
has.
Right.
We're happy to bring in speakers because we're
Right.
full of resources based on what the group wants.
Right.
Right.
Well, that's the beautiful
Needs.
part.
Right.
Just living here,
Yep.
and just the more you talk to moms, you see how resourceful we are. You
Mhm.
know,
Yes.
and even just like this is why I was also so excited to talk to you guys about this because it's peering behind the lens of how I know you guys just out and about on the mom circuit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think some of that gets lost in the translation of becoming a newborn mom. And I think you guys providing like a solid foundation for people to just feel supported and guided, that they can kind of reclaim a bit of that back too.
Yeah.
So I think it's really going to be beautiful. So
Thank you.
And we're in a gorgeous
Yes.
place.
right,
Right.
We have to
didn't mention
discuss
that.
where
Right.
we're holding our group at the Sands
That is
Point Preserve.
Right.
I mean,
What
it is
place is more beautiful than
the
this?
most beautiful place to be, and you have access to the premises before the group, after the group. Take a
Right.
stroll
Right.
in your strollers. Go
Right.
down to the water. Just
Have a
enjoy-
picnic.
Have a
It's beautiful.
picnic.
I remember coming here when my children were babies, and we just would bring our picnic basket and our blanket and just set up anywhere really, but mainly in the main lawn, and just like the kids can run around and nap and play. And then now this is like where I get my therapy. This is where I get my nature
Mhm.
therapy. I just drop the kids off, I come, I walk the trails, and just anytime you step on these grounds and in these halls, you just feel like you're transported straight out of the mom crazy life and
Right.
into this other special healing place.
Right.
So
That was the other beautiful thing about our group. It's normally some of these groups are in just like classrooms.
right.
Mhm.
This is special.
Yeah, so for the new moms who just came to Port Washington or around Port Washington, you don't know the Sands Point Preserve, come here. Just come. You'll
Yes.
get it. You'll get it.
Yes.
So when do you start and how many sessions?
You start on September 26th.
Okay,
It's a Wednesday at 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock.
beautiful.
And
Right before lunch.
exactly. Light refreshments will be provided
Okay, good.
with coffee and
Don't
tea.
Hang
Okay.
moms.
No, and we understand. And they'll be running for 8 weeks.
Right, the first group will be running for 8 weeks,
Okay,
and then we'll take a winter break
right.
for the holidays, and then we'll start up the second session.
Okay, so early in the year, like, because I know winter time is, you know, you can get very stir crazy.
Yes.
It's
we'll
harder
do
to get
January.
out. It's
January.
It's hard to get out,
January.
it's hard
Yeah.
to stay
Right.
in.
Mid-January.
January post New Year.
Yeah.
If I'm unable to make one or two, can I still continue? Like if I miss the sign up, if I'm seeing this and
Yes.
it's already started?
100%.
Okay,
And we have, you can either pay per session
okay,
or you can do it as a series.
perfect.
Because for that exact reason, we know
Right.
what it's like to have a young baby
Right.
and not always be able to make every session.
Right,
Oh, I wanted to say something and make something clear. This is not just for moms who just had their first child. It's also for moms who've had 2, 3, 4, 5 children who want to meet other moms
yeah.
Right.
with the same age
Right.
child.
We have somebody
Okay.
with their 5th child coming.
We do.
Oh my God.
And another thing I just want to make clear, the babies are welcome, of course.
We want the
Yeah,
babies.
We want the babies here. It's really more of a discussion group for moms, but the babies are definitely more than welcome. We want them.
We want them.
Bring your diaper bag.
Bring your
Yes.
diaper bag,
Whatever you need.
Whatever
whatever
you
makes
need.
you comfortable.
Right.
So where can people find more information? Where can they get, keep in touch with you? Where can they sign up?
Okay. Well, just follow us on Just Moms on Instagram and Facebook. And,
You can email us at info@justmoms.net for
And-
more information. And in our bio on our social handles is the online sign up, or if you email us, we can send you a registration form.
And I'll even make it easier. I'll post all that information on the
great.
comments and below, along with their very sweet flyer.
thank you.
All
That's
right.
great.
So
Cynthia, that's
it's
great. Thank you so much.
Just moms, for moms, all about moms. I
Yeah.
love it. Thank you, ladies, for bringing
Thank
the
you.
service
Thank
to these
you.
groups of mamas.
Thank you for having us.
Lucky. Thanks, guys. Bye.